In One Piece, the Straw Hat crew and other characters have gone through various unusual situations, including transforming into women on several occasions. Today, we're going to check out 6 times this happened, either due to devil fruits or peculiar abilities, and at the end of the list, I'll mention 2 extra characters that I found interesting. Now let's get started. Kicking off our list, we have Bon Clay, one of the Baroque Works members we meet in the Alabasta arc. He possesses a very peculiar ability. Thanks to his devil fruit, the main no Mi, he can copy the appearance of anyone he's touched. In a memorable scene, when Bon Clay first meets the Straw Hats, he shows off his powers by transforming into Nami, demonstrating that he can imitate both men and women. Though he starts as an enemy, Bon Clay later becomes a great ally and friend of the crew. Moving on to the Impel Down arc, we encounter one of the most eccentric characters in One Piece, Emporio Ivankov, the commander of the revolutionaries. Ivankov has the Horo no Mi, a devil fruit that grants him the ability to manipulate hormones, allowing him to transform not only his own body but also others, including changing their gender. Because of this, Ivankov frequently switches between male and female throughout the anime, showing absolute control over his physical form. In fact, during several humorous scenes in this arc, Ivankov turns a prison guard into a woman and later transforms another prisoner into a woman, demonstrating that his power can be quite dangerous depending on the circumstances. Also in the Impel Down arc, another character who undergoes a similar transformation is Inazuma, an ally of Ivankov and a member of the Revolutionary Army. Thanks to Ivankov's hormonal powers, Inazuma can switch between male and female forms. Although Inazuma doesn't do this as often as Ivankov, we see this power in action during the arc. Now, during the Punk Hazard arc, which takes place after the time skip, Sanji ends up switching bodies with Nami due to Trafalgar Law's power and his Opo no Mi ability, which allows him to swap people's minds. This causes Sanji, with his mind in Nami's body, to transform into a woman. The funniest part is that even in this situation, Sanji can't control his enthusiasm at being inside his crewmate's body and takes the opportunity to appreciate her beauty a bit. Another character who undergoes a surprising transformation in Punk Hazard is Vice Admiral Smoker. Just like Sanji, he falls victim to Law's ability and switches bodies with his subordinate, Tashigi. Smoker, known for his rigid and imposing demeanor, is forced to deal with being in a woman's body, while Tashigi tries to adapt to Smoker's strong and robust physique. This dynamic between the two made the arc even more entertaining. Finally, we have Trafalgar Law himself, who has caused other characters' transformations but this time ends up transformed into a woman in the Egghead arc. The one responsible for this is Doc Q, a member of Blackbeard's pirates, who uses the power of his Shirku no Mi, the disease fruit. Doc Q spreads a disease that temporarily turns Law and his subordinates into women, creating an unexpected situation for the Surgeon of Death, who has to deal with the effects of this strange ability while continuing his fight. These were the 8 moments when male characters transformed into women, but as mentioned earlier, I decided to add 2 extra characters I found interesting. One of them is Kikunajo, one of the most powerful and loyal samurai of Wano country. She was born male but identifies as female and presents herself that way. In fact, this information is revealed accidentally when Luffy receives help from Kiku and other friends in prison, and one of the prisoners recognizes the legendary samurai by her mask and mentions that she's a man. This is when Luffy and Chopper find out. Of course, they are surprised, but the fact is treated completely naturally, and Kiku continues to be respected as the powerful warrior she is. I found it interesting to include her in the list, especially since our beloved cook Sanji doesn't know about this and thinks she's fully a woman. It would be funny to see his reaction if he ever found out the truth. The other character is Yamato, Kaido's daughter. Unlike Kiku, Yamato was born female but admires Kazuki Oden so much that she decided to change her identity and refer to herself as a man. She believes that following in Oden's footsteps is the best way to honor him, which is why she began identifying as Kaido's son. Of course, she is also respected, just like Kiku, but one funny scene involving her is when the pirates go to relax in the hot springs, and instead of joining the girls, Yamato stays with the boys, certainly surprising some of them. Kikunajo and Yamato are great examples of how One Piece addresses gender identity in a sensitive and respectful way. Although they don't fit into the physical transformations of our list, their journeys of self-discovery and how they identify with different genders make them equally fascinating characters. But leave a comment if I forgot any characters, and tell me which one you like the most. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.